He's going to start second in the 500 no matter where he finishes in this race. Michael Waltrip, we've seen this both times now between he and Tony Stewart. If he can keep Stewart behind him for a little while, he just seems to be able to establish himself in front.
And now Tony Stewart is struggling. He is in the middle. Cars going by on the inside. That's Nadeau. On the outside, Kenny Wallace. And Tony Stewart is falling back. He's dropping like a rock. And that middle is not the place to be. Dave, what's Tony Stewart saying?
Well, Benny, he was saying that his car works anywhere on the track. It works in the high line. It works in the low line. There's one place that the cars will not work this year. It is in the middle.
So Tony Stewart has fallen back to 10th place now and still losing ground.
And you can see him get out the throttle there. And he got out the throttle getting out before when you're in the center. That's a good run there.
Oh! Run almost became run over.
Yeah.
Oh, man. These guys are pushing, shoving.
Well, wasn't we heard Ricky Rudd say earlier? The desperate boys.
You do desperate things when you get desperate. Watch Tony Stewart as he goes in the corner. See his right foot, see his left foot poised on top of that brake pedal. He has to just reach down and slow the car down with a brake pedal. His right foot is up here, and we see it not moving. There, see the brake. See him go down the brake foot with his left foot, but his right foot is not there. He's off the back gas just a little bit, but back on the throttle strong.
And when you're running that close to another car like he was down the 43 car, Johnny Andretti, you've got to work the brake pedal. Try not to get out the gas too much because
oh man. Back off. I forgot to look.
I didn't either.
I was watching the wreck.
Wow.
Oh, man.
He must have backed off because he lost his momentum.
Right. They got it back there by pushing the 25 car. Sure they do.
Remember, he got hung in the middle and shuffled toward the back. Here he comes on that outside lane, pushing his way to third by Jeremy Mayfield.
Robbie Gordon has been in the back. And look at Rusty Walsh with that beat-up car up in 9th place. Rusty. Let's go on board with Robbie Gordon and see what might have happened to Tony Stewart just a moment ago. Oh, a little contact with Kenny Wallace, I see.
Now, in all that shuffling, Mike Skinner has been put out. And now he's in. He was out a lap ago. Now he's back in. Casey Atwood's now out of the transfer spot.
And Casey Atwood, 32nd in owner points, 29th in speed. Man, oh man.
Bobby Labonte looking outside of Michael Waltrip.
And where did John Andretti come from?
And that little outside look is going to cost him. Harvick is by. Mayfield is by.
Now Bobby Labonte's turn to drop like a rock. Kenny, don't. If you go in the middle, get in the middle, Kenny. Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's not a good deal.
Here comes Stewart.
And Jerry Nadeau.
Todd Bodine in the middle of it. My goodness, that was close too.
We're getting down to the end of this thing.
It's getting a little intense too.
4.5 laps to go.
Here comes Mayfield. Stewart right with him. Wow.
And look at
these
Nadeau.
guys.
And Todd Bodine wanted to do something as well, but could not find a hole.
Stacy Compton is in 16th place. He is the one outside of the transfer spot. The two cars ahead of him have the last couple of spots. These last 4 laps are going to be frantic. Dave Burns
Jeremy Mayfield is running great. I just talked with his crew chief, Sammy Johns. No complaints today, but he said that he does have to have someone run with him. Now, Tony Stewart chirped on the radio that he couldn't get help from Bobby Labonte, his teammate last time. Maybe Tony will go with Jeremy Mayfield.
Now Rusty Wallace, that beat-up race car, is starting to show he's falling back to 16th, and the 14 car of Compton, he's in.
Dave Marcus in the 71. Last time across the line showed in 10th place.
And Mike Skinner's falling back to about, looks like maybe 14th.
Those 4 cars running right there. The 71 car and the 4 car of Skinner. Who else you got? Casey and Stacy Compton. All are trying to race their way in. They're all together on the track.
It looks like the 30 car maybe of Jeff Green might have a problem. He's falling back with Rusty Wallace.
Jeff right now outside the transfer spot, but he has the 10th fastest time, so he'll be in the 500.
Right now, the 30 car of Jeff Green is the last car to transfer into the Daytona 500. And there's no car to pressure it. Well, Rusty Wallace can get by. As a matter of fact, Rusty Wallace did get by.
Nadu under Harvick. There they are, 15th and 16th. Rusty Wallace in the 500. Jeff Green outside the transfer spot, but again, his time trial speed should be good enough to get him in.
Well, he's trying to get by Rusty Wallace for that last spot.
Jeremy Mayfield is falling off the pace. Mayfield was 3rd last time by. He's going to the end of the line. Something's happened there.
Oh, man.
16th on time. He'll be okay. He should be okay.
But that puts the 30 car in the field. And Rusty Wallace, based on finish position.
White flag is up. Final lap of the second Daytona 500 qualifying race. The transfer spot looks to be okay, but they're still mixing it up hard. Tony Stewart right on Michael Waltrip's bumper. Let's see if he's able to make a move. So far, the transfer spot looks like it's going to be quiet. Todd Bodine, Casey Atwood, Stacy Compton, Rusty Wallace, all of those drivers are in. Stewart dropping back for a final run off turn 4 to the checkered flag. Michael Waltrip moves low the clock. And he's going to win. Michael Waltrip wins the second Daytona 500 qualifying race. The defending 500 winner leads 46 of 50 laps to get the victory and claim the 4th starting spot in Sunday's race.
And on the last lap, Rusty Wallace falls back to 16th and will have to revert back to his point standings or speed to make the Daytona 500.
He was 8th in final owner points last season, so he'll be in the 500. And there's Rusty. Jeff Green got the final transfer spot in this race. Those who did not make the cut in this race: Rusty Wallace, Hermie Sadler, Jeff Burton, Robert Presley, Norm Benning, Jimmy Spencer, Greg Biffle, Bobby Gerhart, Shauna Robinson, Buckshot Jones, and Dave Blaney. And it'll be a 33rd straight Daytona 500 for Dave Marcus.
He finishes in 7th position. A great run for Marcus.